That is right, Gary Bear. Machete is back, and he's the baddest mother Mexican around. Yes, he is back, and he's ready to kill for revenge. Yes, apparently Jessica Alba gets killed. Don't worry, it's not a spoiler. It's kind of like the first minute and a half of the film, so don't get your knickers in a twist. But yes, Machete is back and he's killing again. But I gotta say, finally, from the trailer of Grindhouse Productions, we finally get the sequel we wanted. That's right, Machete is back and better than ever, like I keep on saying, because it is too awesome not to share. Personally, in my opinion, I love this one. It was way better than its first installment, and I mean in every and all aspects. Yes, I do know, I was shocked too, but it's true. Yes, it does everything the original. It has everything the original had. You know, there's beautiful women, check. Sofia Vergara, Alex Vega, Vanessa Hudgens, Michelle Rodriguez, Amber Heard. I mean, there's so much. Come on, there's so much sexiness right there. Stop me when I'm getting nuts. Yes, not to mention there are some great badass slice and dice scenes from Machete himself, Mr. Danny Trejo, and yes, I am serious. Danny Trejo is the fucking man. I mean, even the great one-liners that he does have out of nowhere are great and hilarious. I mean, I love the dialogue. Not as much as I thought I would, but I did love the dialogue as much as the first one. It definitely evens out on that aspect. My personal favorite was his handler gives him a phone, tells him it's fully loaded, you can even tweet, and it's just the creative and the correct comedic timing of this dialogue was just genius. He just looks at her and just says, "Machete, don't tweet." I mean, I don't even know why, but to me, it was just one of my favorite liners he does. It was just so funny, and the timing was just so perfect. I mean, it just wasn't even just him. I mean, it was everybody. You know, it was everyone too. I mean, everyone in the cast seemed to have liners every now and then that would just have me, laughing. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm yawning. I haven't had that much sleep. But yes, everyone seemed to have all these great liners. And it wasn't just Machete, which was great because a lot of own title characters like this one, Machete doesn't have, the whole. It's not fully focused on him. There was actually a lot less than I thought. He was in the movie a lot less than I thought he would. He wasn't in actually every single scene, which is good because you don't really want it to focus on one person. You know, a film is consisted of many stories, of many emotions, of many characters. But again, which is why I loved it. Um, but it just seemed like I said, it doesn't even happen. I always love it when they do that with the cast. Granted, it does not happen all the time in movies, but it is fun to see that aspect here. Now, yes, if you didn't know, Robert Rodriguez is the director of Spy Kids. Yes, Spy Kids, and the first Machete. In my opinion, this is what the first one should have been. I've actually talked to a lot of my friends about this film, and we all agreed that Machete Kills should have been the first installment. There are things in this film that should have been in the first one. I guess it was because it was probably more developed. And keep in mind, this is the first Grindhouse trailer from Planet Terror and the other one that they actually took from and it derived from it. So they didn't really have enough to go on except for a trailer. So that's why the first one flopped as it did. The second one, I think, did a lot better in focus groups than the first one. Man, I cannot stop yawning today. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it is a really good film. Yes, Robert. So it was a lot better than I'm giving credit for. It is what you want in a sequel for this type of a film. I mean, who doesn't love the style that he used? It's like that old 70s, 80s film looks, which, it's like looks scratched. It looks like film wasn't edited right. I like that look. I seem to enjoy the older films like that. I don't know why. It just seems like to enjoy that factor. It was in the first one. Rodriguez did it, I believe, in the Spy Kids films, I believe, right? Yeah, he did it in some parts of it. If you don't like it, who cares? It's, different strokes for different folks. But I did. It's really a fun film. It's all about the look. Really, it's not trying to say or do anything political or anything like that, and whatnot. But all it is it's a film that's funny, action packed with beautiful women. Machete not texting apparently. So I mean, at least you get that out of it. I really enjoyed it. I guess you could say I'm recommending this film. Uh, it's better than the first one. I don't know why I keep saying it. It just needs to be said because it really is better than the first one. It has more detail to it. It has more story to it. You don't really care about the characters as much. Actually, to be honest, if they make because there's another trailer in this one, so if they make Machete Kills again in space, I would actually have a more of a grip on the characters from Machete Kills than the first one, which is actually saying something, but I have to agree on that. Um, I like it. It's better than the first one, but on a personal note, I really hope they make that third one. I mean, Machete Kills in Space. It just looks hilarious. I will be the first one right outside the door. Um, but I've been setting it up. But it's been setting it up for the whole entire movie. Has been setting it up for that. Because like I said, the fake trailer, he kills again in space. I mean, I just cannot wait for that. And what I cannot wait for, we've been also setting up for amazing stuff at the Gary Bear headquarters. So make sure you guys select subscribe. That's right, I said select subscribe. And don't leave just yet because we're conjuring up an escape plan for our next adventure. So stay tuned.